Hi everyone, welcome to this edition of Addington News. I'm on my lonesome again, but we'll fix that next week, I'm sure. Addington Raceway this Friday night. Look, it's not the high-class meeting that we're getting from Alexandra Park, which includes, of course, the Messenger Championship and the National Trot, but we've got some decent races. Returning horses like Republican Party, who's an excellent racehorse, Gold Chain, who's been very busy, goes into the About Now fillies and mares. I reckon they're a couple of the best bets on the program, but if you want to go through the whole preview, stick with us now and we'll do it race by race. The first gets underway at 5:24 on Friday night. The IRT, Your Horse and Our Passion Mobile over the 1980. La Sabina is the horse that I've gone for on top here, trained by Crane and Chrissy Dalgety. Look, first up, it had one run and then was turned out in December. It's come back, trialled really nicely. Yes, it's got a wide front row draw, but I reckon this filly by Art Major's got enough talent to overcome it. So I'm happy to be with La Sabina in the first. Chambray from the Purdon Cullen barn has ability and has a better barrier draw than La Sabina, so that'll make it pretty competitive in this. Mossdale May was good last week, went third. That was in behind it. You Are the one the punters really came for last week. And I see Stixie. Gavin Smith and Trent Yersberg combined for this horse to run second here midweek back on the 13th of April. But pretty keen on La Sabina in race number 1. Let's go to race 2, which is the GK5 Painters Mobile Trot. Interesting race this. Harold Smith is first up. Showed plenty last campaign for Tom Baggery. Comes up with a wide barrier draw. Loved its trial the other day. Ran home really strongly. That was in behind King of Love. Hinted at a good first up performance, maybe even good enough to win this race. So a big chance. Martha Stewart, whenever you see the Mobile and her, you put them together, you generally give them a great chance. That'll be the case again on Friday night. Sue Princess, I'm just not going to drop her because Back to the Mobile will certainly be of assist to her. And let's face it, she's won nearly 120,000 in 12 races, so gets into the race beautifully. And Hot to Trot from the same Mark Jones barn is putting together a pretty handy record. Inside second row won't be easy, but definitely has the talent to be in the finish. Went with 8 to beat the 4, 12 and 10. You got horses like Navarra and Sod's Law with handy draws, not without hopes either. To race number 3 in Republican Party, the Class 3-year-old trialled up nicely. His performance in the Sire Stakes was good. He subsequently won a couple of races, got turned out. He's an excellent horse. I think he can win fresh up and do it quite nicely off the gate of 8 to beat Samhara the 9, who was good when sitting park last time. That was outside He's a Sport. That's a good form line for this. Sounds of Cash racing really well. Might have a fitness level over Republican Party, but Republican Party's got the class to overcome that. And Manhattan for Bob Bucks racing really well too. Give them 8, 9, 7 and 10 in race number 3, the Norwood Farming Machinery. To race number 4, the Spectators Bar Handicap Trot. If you haven't been here on a race night, it's normally full of people, great atmosphere, terrific food and beverage. Make sure you check it out. Pretty keen here on the 9, Mataderos. Now, he hasn't been trotting as well as what he can. His first up run was terrific. That was in behind Sunday Sun. I thought he was excellent on that occasion. Since then, just hasn't quite got things right. Yes, he's off 40 metres, but he's run second in the Dominion in 3:56. If he brings not necessarily that form, but something similar to that, he'll take all sorts of beating. Majestic Lavros was great first up, prepared to forgive his second up run. He gets a 20-metre start off Mataderos. Will that prove telling? Yeah, it might do, but it's definitely top 3 chance. 5 Quick Shot, flying for Jack Harrington. Blair Orange drove when it won here. That was on the big Ratto night in the Country Cups final. Was great that night, and then was second here last week behind the flying Smokin' Bandar. So would only need to go as well again. And BJ Lindenny for Roger Austin's been racing well for ages, and it was pretty good last time too. 9, 7, 5 and 6 in race number 4. To race 5 here, I'm with a bit of value, I think. He's tough. Last start 4th. That was here at Addington Raceway behind himself. That again was on Easter Saturday night, and I thought it was a very good performance. he's getting closer to a win. He's tough. I'm happy to be with him. The Rage, first up for Bob Buck, couldn't do any more than win. Won really nicely, beat Swagger Man. Swagger Man subsequently come out and won. Steph's Boy's got a beautiful draw of 2 and always races well. And the one Duffy Hollow is not without a chance for the Paul Kerr team. 8, 6, 2 and 1 in the Mitre 10 Mega Mobile, race number 5 on the program. To the Livermore Restricted Free for All. This is a mobile over the 1980 metres. This is a good race. A couple of excellent mares in here. Darling Me and Cully's Delight. Hard to split them. Cully's Delight has the advantage of barrier 3. That might make her the one to beat, but Darling Me has a big motor. Excellent winning and better than 55 last time down at Winton. Has been racing well for ages and is impeccably bred, as we know. So give her a good chance. Shan Noble gets into this race nicely. Was a winner here 2 starts back. Were driven by Natalie Rasmussen, beating the Falcon, which obviously came out and won the Country Cups final with Hydroflow. And the 4 Heisenberg, I think, is going better than his form line indicates. Good race for him and his stablemate Henry Hubert to get back into form. Good race that. 6, 3, 5 and 4 in the 6, which is the first leg of the late quadding. To race 7, the BC Plumbers About Now. What a mighty trotting mare she was back in the 80s. This is a fillies a mare handicap trot. I'm going back to the 30 metres in gold chain. Gee, she's been busy, but she's very talented. Excellent second last time behind Midnight Dash. Prior win was very good too. I think she can win. She's back off the 30. Just in front of her, My Moments Now, who missed out last time, but had strung them together prior to that. Time Up the Hills racing a lot more consistently and gets into this race nicely. And Light of the Moon put a couple together and then wasn't disgraced last time behind Midnight Dash. So yeah, good race. Running reverse numbers 9, 8, 7 and 6 in race number 7. To race 8, the Fahey Fenshire Pace. I thought last week's maiden, won by Swagger Man, would produce a lot of form, and I think that's the case for this race. William G's Legacy. 3rd last week for Stephen McNally. Trialled beautifully before that. Will definitely improve. Massive winning chance. To beat 3, Yankee J, who's trialled nicely. Thought it would have won a maiden in its last campaign for Coaster Hare. Johnny Cox drove in that trial where it beat the Coleman, who's in this and is not without a chance at all. He's a son of Pet Rock for Mark Jones and quite like the way that he's trialled. And the 2 Star Magic had the money on first up for Gavin Smith. Respect that always. Excellent race. I've left out Bellissimo Questo, who was Questo, I think it is, who was very good when second behind Swagger Man. So that shows you the depth, and they keep backing Rakiro Storm. But I'll go 10, 3, 6 and 2. 1 to go Friday night. First direct taxis, as it always is, the last race on the program. I'm with invitation only. Made it the best bet on the box seat this week. Really talented 3-year-old this for Cran and Chrissy Dalgetty. Did a great job last campaign. Hasn't been seen since the Cup Carnival. It can win fresh up. Happy to be on the 5. To beat 1 Lanceford Louis, I went ahead 2 starts back and then a solid 3rd behind La Pole Dancer last time. From the draws, going to get all favours from there. Wide Out Best Trio doesn't get all favours courtesy of that barrier draw, but is racing really consistently. And Cab Callaway was better last time. He's not a horse, he's quite hard to catch, but he was definitely much better last time. Better the night though, invitation only in the last. That's our 9 race program. First race 5:24. Like I said, come into spectators, enjoy your night out, taking all the Auckland action as well. We'll see you on Friday night. To the video of the week, and last week it was Smokin' Bandar. Won 4 races here now for Craig Ferguson. Got back in the field, but storms home down the outside. We'll leave you with that one and see you on Friday.
The 3rd quarter, Prince Tecker for home, a length and a half on Red Harbour. Then Trixton Time, Smokin' Bandar, wider out, getting into the clear. Trixton Time, booming home. Quick Shot booming home as well. Smokin' Bandar trying to reel in Prince Tecker. Quick Shot coming through the centre. Prince Tecker, Smokin' Bandar. Quick Shot's coming. It's Smokin' Bandar though. Smokin' Bandar for a big win. Beats home Quick Shot. 3rd across was Prince Tecker, and then came Red